Good morning. So I want to do a quick video about rising into your power and kind of give you a little bit of a way of looking at this. This is a little bit different. Rising into our own power. There a lot of times as we're rising, there are points that we see that we're still not repairing within ourselves. All sorts of behaviors or weaknesses or addictions or things that we have already gotten the lesson for, but we still haven't brought it into the 3D world or into the fine tuning of it. And I would like to offer a way of looking at this as when you realize that the spiritual awakening is so much larger than the individual. It's so much larger. My spiritual awakening is so much larger than me because we're transcending the ego. We're coming into that place of the all. We're coming into that place of connectiveness. We're coming into that intricate place. It's like lace that is so intricate, and that we are all connected through it. It's like if you have seen that documentary on Netflix about the mushrooms and how the mushrooms are underneath the ground. They're a complete network. And that the mushroom that comes up is just a very small, it's like the flowering of this intricate mesh that is throughout the forest and all interconnected and interconnects all of the beings and the plants and the animals and everything. So everything that is of the underworld, everything that is of the earth, it connects everything together, and then everything speaks the same language. So when in one part of the forest, the trees in the other part of the forest know what's happening, and they repair, and that is why when you have pots of plants in separate pots, they don't do as well as when you have them all in one pot together. Then you'll see that all of the plants are flourishing. The more space they have, the more, because they speak with each other and they give each other energy. I've seen this with my house plants as well. When you have like those plants over there like that, the plants that string, I always string them with two or more strings together, because when it's just one string, it slowly falls and dies. So we're going into during the spiritual awakening. That was a little side niche. Going into the spiritual awakening, we're going into that place of wholeness, that place of one. And as long as we're stuck in ego in places that we already know and we're not standing up, for instance, we all know that we need to meditate in the morning, and a lot of times we don't do it, or we don't do it, instead of meditating an hour, then we do 10 minutes, or, where we're cheating. Who are we cheating? We're cheating ourselves from our own spiritual awakening. But it takes some kind of transition, and it takes some kind of self-discipline to rise in all the places that we already see, but you have to physically make the change in the real world, in the real world, in the elusive world, in the physical world, in order to completely rise. And I want to suggest, this is where it comes in as a different way of looking at things. I would like to suggest that as long as we're not rising into our own power, as long as me as an individual, I am staying in the ego, separate from the all, I'm keeping myself in disconnect from my God power, right? I'm also in pain because I feel like I'm separate, and I feel like I have to make everything go. I have to make everything work. It's being an ego, right? I have to do it. I'm not connected to the divine, to the all. There is a very loneliness and frightening place to be in the ego, disconnected from the all. So not only am I holding myself in that place of the pain where I get lost in all the emotions, and I get into the turmoil, and I start believing all the stories that are being told. So I'm not only in that pain of the separateness, because as long as you're separate from the all, you're in pain, whether you know it or you don't know it, right? Because once you start going through the pain, you realize that the pain was always there, because it's there in the separateness. And so not only are you sitting in that separateness, and you're doing like self-punishment in it, right? When the places that you're not standing up, because when you do stand up, it feels so good. Even if it's difficult in the physical world to take an hour off and do your meditation in the morning, when you do it, you feel accomplished. When you do your self-work, you feel like you are the owner of yourself. It empowers you. It gives you power. Not only does it give you power, but as long as you are not doing your work, and as long as you are holding yourself in ego, holding yourself apart from the all, you can see it as you are taking away from humanity. You are not allowing humanity to receive the gifts that you have to give to the world. As long as you are not in your highest self and in your self-achievement and in your complete fullness of yourself, then you are taking away the gifts that were given to you to give. So when you rise into yourself, you start spreading that light, and then all of the people and everybody around you, people, animals, situations, everything gets nourishment from you. It gets nourishment from what you have come to give. And so as long as you are holding yourself apart, you are taking that away from the world. You are not allowing the world to receive the gift that was given to you to give. So our work is the internal work. Our work is the ego work. Once we get that balanced, once we are able to do that, we can ascend completely and know our worth and become a master human being, become an accomplished human being, become a full human being, become the master of your own domain. Not only do you get the benefits of it, everything around you, the entire universe gets the benefits of a fully actualized human being, what it looks like, and an example of it. And so it's not only for you, it's for all of humanity, but you get to ride on it. You get the ride. You get the benefits of it in your own personal life, as well as everybody around you gets the benefits of it. So sending you guys so much love. I hope that this was helpful. Thank you.